Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
Welcome to Friday night under the lights here from Woodland Hills Wolverines, Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. You have a backyard rivalry tonight with the Woodland Hills Wolverines versus the Penn Hills Indians. It's simple for tonight: win and you're in, or win and lose and go home. So it's going to be a great matchup here, a backyard rivalry. I'm Craig Thomas, and thank you for joining me tonight on the Roxamore Sports Network. Backyard rivalry. So these two schools are very closely matched. Both of them coming in with an opportunity to punch their ticket into the postseason with a victory here tonight. Try to look back and see what the historical record was between these two teams, but couldn't locate the exact data. But back in the olden days when we used to play Penn Hills, it used to be a stats day. But now the tide has turned quite a bit. Both of these teams are fighting to get back to the position of prominence, and it's simple. Woodland Hills wins, they'll be probably a second seed, but if Penn Hills wins, they will win the conference. They will actually be tied with Pine Richland, but by way of a victory over Pine Richland, they would be the conference champions as a result. So once again, thank you for joining me tonight on George A. Novak Field Senior Rec Night. Win and you're in. Backyard rivalry, Woodland Hills versus Penn Hills. We're just about set for play here. Stay tuned for a great matchup tonight. I'm Craig Thomas, and you are on the Roxamore Sports Network. The best seat in the house is right there where you're at. So stay tuned, hold on to your seats, and we're going to go over the seniors at some point. But it's going to be big tonight for each team to get out and enforce their will on the other team. The keys to success for tonight, Woodland Hills is going to have to make big plays. They're going to have to run the ball, and they're going to get the ball to their playmakers in space. Keys for success for Penn Hills is pressure the Woodland Hills QB, stop the run, and also make big plays themselves. As they has one of the Duggars, one has graduated, but the younger Duggar, Julian, I believe, is the quarterback for Penn Hills, and we'll see what Penn Hills can do to impose their will. So we're just about set for kickoff here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Woodland Hills comes in with a 4-5 record, 2-2 overall. Lost a tough one last week at Pine Richland. And Penn Hills comes in with a 5-4 record, 3-1 overall. So this is a big-time matchup. Both of these schools are about 4 or less than 5 miles apart. So just as you see here in some of the rivalries coming up this weekend in college football, in pro football as well, that this right here is a backyard rivalry. A lot of these kids know each other and see each other on a regular basis. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Referee started this one out with a delay of game against Woodland Hills. So Penn Hills is going to kick off from the 45-yard line, it looks like. So kicking off for Penn Hills will be number 14, Owen Williams. And back deep for Woodland Hills is going to be Jones. And Amir Brown are back deep for the Woodland Hills. So we're just about set for kick, and we're off, and that one goes out of bounds. So Woodland Hills is going to start out with great field position here. Great night for football here. Western Pennsylvania matchup with Woodland Hills versus Penn Hills. So Penn Hills is going to be charged with a penalty as they kick the ball out of bounds. Woodland Hills will start out with good field position, led by their freshman phenom, Cam Walter. So Cam enters the huddle there. He took over midway through the second game for Austin Wells. Comes out with shotgun formation, flanked by Brandon Jones to his left, and has 2 wide receivers to each side, to the field and to the boundary. Hands the ball off to Jones up the middle over the right side. He carries a couple Penn Hills defenders ahead for a gain of about 4 on the play. So last week, Woodland Hills came out employing this RPO, giving Cam a little opportunity to make some decisions there. And that brings up a 2nd down and 6. Last week, Cam pulled the ball out quite a bit and was very successful with gaining yards. So Woodland Hills comes out with shotgun, trips to the field. 1 receiver in the boundary. Looks like they got man-to-man down low. Cam looks down the seam, has a man, and he catches the ball. Great catch. Isaiah Greer on the catch. Great catch and great pass by Cam. Hits his receiver down the seam and gets the ball up to about the 41-yard line. So great job by Woodland Hills. About a 25-yard pickup there. And that first run opens it up quite a bit. You have success on 1st down. Woodland Hills comes out, pistol formation, trips to the field, handoff up the middle, and he runs into a wall for a short gain of about 1 yard for Brandon Jones. So that brings up a 2nd down and about 9 yards on about the 40-yard line for Woodland Hills. So once again, Woodland Hills is trying to restore the roar here at Woodland Hills Wolverine. Fakes the handoff, he keeps the ball, goes around the right side. Cam Walters on a quarterback keep, and he gets about the 35-yard line. So fakes the handoff and gets around the edge. He was under heavy duress there, and he gets the ball ahead to about the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Woodland Hills. So once again, beautiful night, Friday night under the lights here on the Roxamore Sports Network. I'm Craig Thomas. I'll be joining my co-host here, Sam the Lumberjack Timbers, shortly. as he will be doing double duty as he has his daughter who is a senior here at Woodland Hills High School. And we'll go through all of the senior players here shortly and salute those young people as well. So we have a stoppage in play. Looks like they reset it, so it's like a 4th and 4. Wells is in at quarterback with Brandon Jones behind him, and he keeps the ball. He up the middle, and he gets the ball ahead for a first down. Austin Wells comes in the game and gets ahead for a first down. Quarterback keeper. That was a good play by that young man. He showed great running ability on the offense early in the season, but he also has been instrumental on the defense as well, as he's made a lot of big plays on the defense. So it's a great job by that young man. For Woodland Hills, players to watch: Sonny McClinton, Zakir Moore, Brandon Jones, of course Cam Walters. Looks like we have a penalty on a play here. Offsides. It's going to be an offsides penalty. And the players are getting a little bit chippy down there on the field. And there's the flag. The ref calls the flag there. Once again, these kids are pretty close to each other. They know each other well. Bragging rights are on the line here at the Wolverina George A. Novak Field. What a great time it was to play against these young people that are right there in the neighborhood, adjacent to you, and to have bragging rights. And also, big thing is, if you win, you're in. You can go to the playoffs and continue your season. The head coach is Coach Charles Morris for Penn Hills. And then for Woodland Hills, the head coach is Tim Bostard. So Tim is attempting to restore the roar here at the Wolverina. So this looks like a 5-yard penalty. Encroachment for Penn Hills. Hand off to Jones up the middle, and he has a defensive player coming off the edge there. Look like number 13. Keith Pelmon off the edge there was able to get Brandon Jones in the backfield before he could gain anything. So that's going to bring up a second down and 5 yards to go for Woodland Hills. Eight minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. From the Wolverina, I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Walter with the fake and the bubble screen, getting the ball to his playmaker, scooping open field. And he gets ahead for a gain of about 4 on the play, 3 on the play. Maybe a pickup of 2 or 3 yards. So that's going to bring up a third down there as they are attempting to get the ball to their playmakers in space and see if they can make a person miss and get upfield. So big third down here for Woodland Hills. Shotgun formation for Walter, flanked by Jones. 2 wide receivers to the left and to the right. Looks like they were bringing pressure there. And it looks like Jones is hitting the backfield. And he's driven down. Ball was blown dead there. And looks like Penn Hills players come out of the pile with the football. That's going to bring up a fourth down for Woodland Hills. We'll see what Coach Bosser decides to do. He's going to kick, as he has a great kicker. Jacob Miraz, a young man, freshman. See if he wants to kick the ball or he wants to go for it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 here. Maybe get the ball to Jones in space and swing pass or something, because it looks like Penn Hills was coming up with a blitz, but it looks like they have 4 people rushing here, and they backed off And they have a handoff to Scoop around the edge. And he gets up the field. And he fights upfield. And he gets ahead. Scoop breaks tackles and carries them inside of the 20-yard line to about the 17. Needed 4, got 5 on the play. So that was a great individual effort by Scoop. Getting the ball and making a couple people miss. Determined to get the first down. Great job by that young man. So pistol formation. Trips to the field. Walter hands the ball off. Again, Jones is hit hard as the defense is waiting on that one. They're ready for that. A host of Penn Hills defenders. So this is a great opening drive for Woodland Hills, taking time off the clock. Just about 6 minutes gone past already. And Woodland Hills is still on the move in the first quarter. No score, 0-0. So once you get down here into the red zone, the sledding gets tough. Spaces get a little tight. Got to make big plays here. We'll see what Coach Bosser draws up. Trips to the field. Pistol formation. Walter is back to pass. He rolls to his right. He takes off running. Has a little room. Makes a couple people miss. Gets out of bounds for a gain of about, maybe a gain of about 4 on the play or 5 on the play. Make it a 4-yard gain on the play. That's going to bring up a third down in a short 7 or a long 6. Play comes in. Walter in the huddle. 5:50 on the game clock here in the first quarter. Comes out with 2 wide receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. Drops back. He's under the rest. Throws the ball to Jones. And he makes a couple people miss. And he fights ahead. And he's going to be short of the first down. Walter dumps the ball off and tries to get it to Jones to the left side on the screen. Brings up another 4th down for Woodland Hills. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 here. We have a stoppage in play here. Fourth down and 5 yards to go for the Wolverines. Ball is sitting at about the 13-yard line. Two wide receivers to the field. Shotgun formation. And it looks like that's going to be illegal procedure against Woodland Hills. It's going to back them up 5 yards. Going to make it a 4th down and 9. Well, we'll see what Coach Bosser draws up for the Wolverines here. This is a long drive, taking up almost 7 minutes there so far, and clock is running. Here in the first quarter, you might want to come out of this drive here with some points to show for this long drive. Trips to the field, shotgun formation. Walter is back. He rolls out. He throws the ball, and his receiver falls down, but he was under heavy duress as well as number 13 pressures him, comes off the edge. Keith Pelmon comes in, and so long drive for Woodland Hills coming out the gate. 4:39 left on the first quarter clock, and Woodland Hills has had the ball for over 7 minutes and come up empty. No points on the play. 7 minutes and 21 seconds on that drive to come up empty. So once again, you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Friday night, under the lights. Craig Thomas riding solo for a moment until my counterpart gets here. Sam the Lumberjack Timbers, he's doing double duty. Has a daughter who is a senior. And ball fakes the ball. Duggar keeps the ball. And it doesn't really gain anything, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down. And that is number 2, Julian Duggar. Got a chance to watch them last year here on the Roxamore Sports Network during basketball season as well. and he and his brother Julian I forget Jaden, I believe was his brother's name, and they had a dunk festival on the Wolverines. But nonetheless, a young man is back at quarterback. This hands the ball off to number 4 over the left side. That was a mere key on a carry for Penn Hills. Carry the ball. Stopped by number 75 at the Woodland Hills, Majan Rose. So big time plays. 3rd down and 6 there for Penn Hills Indians. So Duggar comes out in the pistol, has 2 wide receivers to the field, Key behind him, and he takes the ball. He looks, surveys the field, looks left, throws the ball, has it complete, and the ball is taken away, and the Wolverines have it up the sideline at the 25 and down to the 19-yard line. Justin Perdue takes the ball away, and the Wolverines come away with their first big turnover there. Great pass, completion, but couldn't hold on to the ball. Got the ball taken away. Woodland Hills takes over. 1st and 10. Ball at about the 19-yard line. So big play there by Woodland Hills to get the ball. Completion was good. Duggar did his part, but the receiver couldn't hold on to the ball as he was being held up, and the ball was stripped away. So it looks like throwing the ball into the flat, and it's complete there. Complete or incomplete? At the 11-yard line. Scoop Smith scooped that one off the turf there. Pass from Cam Walter. Throws it over the left side and gets a gain of about 8 yards on the play. So Woodland Hills goes to the huddle, comes out with a play, 2nd down and 2 for the Wolverines here. So you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network from the famous George A. Novak Field, Wolverina, Turtle Creek, PA, the football factory. Walter hands off over the right side, and he's taken down for a short gain. Gain of 1, so that brings up a 3rd down and 1 for the Wolverines. We have an official timeout on the field right now, stoppage in play. 2:17 left to go here in the first quarter. Woodland Hills 0, Penn Hills 0. So both of these schools are storied schools, and both of them have a rich tradition. Aaron Donald went to Penn Hills, so he's one of their most famous alumni. Also, you know, a lot of players have come through Woodland Hills as well. Those that are still in the league right now are Gronkowski and, Gronk is not in it now. Miles Sanders, Quentin Jefferson are 2 that come to mind right now that are still playing that have come from the Wolverina. So once again, we are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. And I'm Craig Thomas, and you are back ready for live play here. Walter comes out with pistol formation, 3rd down and 1. And he hands the ball off to Jones up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, and he is being pushed. It looks like a scrum there, almost a rugby scrum. And he grinds it down to about the 5-yard line. Frank Keys did not want to go down. Big scrum there. He takes it down to the 5-yard line for the Wolverines. 1st down and goal for Woodland Hills Wolverines at about the 5-yard line. So 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Looks like it's a timeout on the floor, on the field for, looks like Penn Hills, number 1. Natel Mitchell looks like he's down on the field there, and he's up. And they help him off the field. a little assistance. Hopefully that young man will be okay moving forward. So he'll get some attention, and the Wolverines will start out. First and goal at the 5-yard line. So the one turnover so far, Woodland Hills see if they can capitalize off of that turnover and turn it into points. 1:32 left on the clock. Cam comes out. 2 wide receivers to the field, 2 to the boundary. Looks like Keys in the backfield. Hands the ball off over the left side. He's inside the 5, and he's taken down at about the 1-yard line. So that'll be second and goal for the Wolverines. Keys with a gain over the left side and getting up in the hole, getting the ball ahead for a gain of about 4. It's going to make that second down and goal, and we are under the 1-minute mark here. Woodland Hills has predominantly dominated the ball possession here in the first quarter, having the ball pretty much the entire quarter here. And we'll see if they can turn this turnover into points. So it looks like same formation, 2 wide receivers to the field, to boundary. Keys in the pistol, hands the ball off up the middle, and he stopped for no gain there. And he keeps driving, and is not sure if he gets in or not. No sign there. And they call him down right at the goal line. So with 18 seconds left on the clock, I think the Wolverines will be taking it to the other end. And we will be right back with second quarter action here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Third and inches here. Wolverines hand the ball off over the right side, and it looks like he stopped there, short of the touchdown there. Frankie Keys looks like he stopped again. Brings up a 4th down for the Wolverines. Loss of a yard on the play so far. Second quarter, Woodland Hills 0, Penn Hills 0. Backyard rivalry. So once again, we'll see if the Wolverines can turn a turnover from Purdue into points here. Come up in the 4th down. Has two running backs in the backfield. Has handoff over the left side, and he's in for the touchdown. Woodland Hills. As Woodland Hills capitalized, Frankie Keys with the 1-yard touchdown run. Woodland Hills 6. Penn Hills 0. Extra point forthcoming for Mirage. So the Wolverines turn that interception into points. Justin Purdue takeaway there. Snap is high, kick is down and up and good. So early in the second quarter, Woodland Hills takes a 7-0 lead with 11:09 left on the game clock in the second quarter. So right now, we like to take a moment and thank one of our sponsors. So we like to thank one of our great sponsors here in Turtle Creek, Shelley's Pie, 912 Penn Avenue, Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania, 412-646-2560. Shelley's Pie, super pizza pies, Italian favorites, BYOB, several flat screens, a great place to take in a game or a sporting event. If you want great pizza, you just got to try Shelley's Pie. So we're just about set for play here. Woodland Hills draws first blood with the turnover. Purdue taking the ball away from the receiver. Great pass by Duggar, but the receiver was held up and the ball was stripped, and he did not hold on to it. So Woodland Hills takes the ball the other way, and they capitalize as Woodland Hills has dominated time of possession as they have had the ball pretty much for maybe about 10 minutes out of the 13 minutes so far in the game. So Miraz with the kickoff, and the kick is deep, taken at about the 2-yard line by Penn Hills, by number 4, and there is a flag down, Laundry on the field, and he's taken out of bounds. Amir Key on a return was taken out of bounds by a host of Wolverines. So we'll see what happens. Is probably going to be a blocking him back half the distance to the goal line, but we'll see what the referees call. So it looks like the referee marks the ball back, blocking it back, putting the ball at about the 5-yard line. So Duggar comes out deep in his own territory. First down and 10 from the 5-yard line for Penn Hills. So we'll see. Andre Smith had a big game last week as he made a bunch of big tackles. We'll see what Cruise Missile does. Amir Brown, great defensive players. Looks like a trap there by Penn Hills, and he has daylight. He's up the sideline. He has one person to beat, and he's taken down Justin Purdue once again as he's made some big plays. But great run there by Noah Hutcherson as he comes out of the shadows of his own goalpost to get the ball up. 35-yard pickup on that play. Great job by that young man. Great trap play there. Pulled the guard from the backside, get the ball up inside, and he was just about to the house. Could have been gone, 95 yards. Great defensive play by Justin Purdue as well. So trips to the field. Duggar drops back, surveys. He takes off running, and he's hit by a host of Woodland Hills, and now we have another penalty on the play. So I'm not sure what you're supposed to do when Duggar slides down at the last second there, but nonetheless, we have Laundry on the field. It looks like it's going to be probably offsetting penalties there. So it looks like 2 penalties on the play here. Referee conference there. Personal foul, decline. Personal foul, 2 personal fouls. First down. So 2 personal fouls against Woodland Hills. One of them's declined. One of them is declined, and the second one is accepted there. Moving the ball ahead, giving Penn Hills a 1st and 10 at about the 43-yard line of Woodland Hills. Duggar comes out, shotgun formation, 2 boxcars, hands the ball off up the middle, has a little bit of room, but he's pushed back, met by the DeJuan Rose, big number 75 there, leading the charge for the Wolverines on a tackle. So that brings up a 2nd down and 7 for Penn Hills. Gain of 2 there for Penn Hills. So that brings up a 2nd down and 8. Once again, I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Backyard rivalry. Woodland Hills versus Penn Hills. 4.2 miles apart. Great players, great tradition of history of football players. I think Mike Golick played for Penn Hills as well. But there was some great players that come out of there. Handoff over the left side there. Gets ahead for another game to a 37 as Noah Hutcherson. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Penn Hills. So Duggar comes from the sideline, gets the play call. Third down and 4 for the Indians. Duggar comes out in the shotgun formation, flanked by Hutcherson. Hutcherson moves to the pistol. Little confusion there with number 1 beside him. It looks like he's back in the game. They tell Mitchell. And it looks like a little motion. Handoff over the right side. Takes the ball up the side, and he gets ahead for a gain of about 7 yards. Looks like he's doing better there, and they tell Mitchell. And he's ahead for Penn Hills, 1st down. So Penn Hills is on the move here. 8:16 left on the game clock before halftime, trying to answer Woodland Hills back, as Penn Hills did not have the ball pretty much but maybe 2 minutes in the first quarter. Looks like we have a timeout, a stoppage in play for Woodland Hills. And we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors. And make sure you get out October 30th. The Gateway Clipper Riverboat Cruises. Gateway Clippers Fleet Express. 350 Station Square, Pittsburgh, PA. 15136. DJ Holiday. Celebrating. Starring Tiari. Aisha. It looks like Bambi from Love and Hip Hop ATL. It's a 25 up and up event, and this will be, tickets are $40 at the door and $75 for VIP. Cash App is $STVPGH. And you can also get your tickets. For more information, call B. Marshall Productions at yahoo.com, 724-205-9376. Duggar comes up throwing, and he throws the ball behind his receiver, and it looks like the receiver was looking for a little PI, but he wasn't going to get that. That pass was real far behind him. So don't forget, be safe. Your trick-or-treat holiday, October 30th, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., Riverboat Cruise, Gateway Clipper. Get your tickets before it's sold out. So we're back to play here. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Penn Hills. They are on the move here. Duggar's been at quarterback with his favorite running back behind him. Pistol formation, trips to the field. Fakes the ball, and he throws the ball short, and it looks like it's broken up. Receiver went for the ball, and he almost picked 6, but receiver comes up with the ball. Great pass there. Ball is at the Wolverines 17-yard line for Penn Hills. 1st down and 10. So the Indians with 7:35 on the clock. The clock is ticking away pretty fast here. Both teams are trying to possess the ball here. Duggar hands the ball off to his running back. He tries the left side, and he's met by a host of Wolverines. And that's a mere key on a ball carry. Stopped by the Wolverines. Tommy Drake on a tackle by Wolverines number 6. 2nd down and 9. So that was a great defensive play for the Wolverines. Ball is at the 16-yard line of the Wolverines. Penn Hills is on the move as they look to try to tie this game up. As they trail the Wolverines 7-0. Wolverines punch in off of a turnover and take the lead. Little motion there from Duggar, and he's a quarterback keep. He keeps it up the middle, and he's ahead. And penalty comes flying out. Duggar tries to get the ball ahead. He gets it down to about the 8-yard line. Looks he gets it down to about the 6-yard line, stopped by Andre Smith. And we will sort out the laundry on the field here. So holding against Penn Hills, that's going to negate the run by Duggar there and push the Indians back a few yards. Once again, if you joined us late, this is a win and you're in battle here, backyard rivalry. Either team wins and they're in the playoffs. Woodland Hills definitely has to win to get in because they come into the game 2-2 in conference. Penn Hills can actually win the conference with a victory here tonight. Duggar comes out in the pistol formation. He looks, surveys the field, throws to his left, and he throws it. 1st and goal Indians. Completion to number 3, DeAndre Cochran. So that's going to put the Indians in scoring position. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. So that was a 20-yard completion by Duggar there. So it looks like Cochran picked that one off of his low, but picks it off of his shoelaces and gets the completion there. On the doorstep here, they come in with a full triangle T here. Looks like Duggar keeps, and we have a penalty on the play here. So once again, looks like the penalty is against Woodland Hills. 1st and goal, half the distance. And this looks like a tight formation, T formation, and it looks like another penalty on the play there. So I'm not sure what the play call, what the penalty is. Offsides again against the Wolverines. I'm not sure how you go half the distance from an inch, but nonetheless, that's going to make a 1st down, and looks like 1 inch for Penn Hills. Duggar is tight under center. And it looks like he goes down. The ball comes out. I'm not sure who has it. Looks like he lost the ball. Looks like Duggar lost the ball. And it looks like Wolverines come out of the pile. Duggar fumbles the ball at the 1-yard line. So 2nd turnover for the Indians there. 2nd big turnover. So usually the team that wins the turnover battle wins the game. So that's 2 for Woodland Hills. So it looks like Wolverines are going to be deep in their own territory. So they come over 1st down at the 1-yard line. So we'll see what Coach Bosser draws up to try to get from near in the shadows of his end zone. Woodland Hills is 1st down and 10 yards to go at the 1-yard line. So they're going to have to hurry and get out of the huddle here. Little confusion there. Cam comes out, shotgun formation. And it looks like another penalty by the Wolverines. Another telling one is penalties. Wolverines have been called for about 4 or 5 penalties so far today. So I'm not sure how you go half the distance of an inch from the goal line, but that's going to be a first down and 10 for the Wolverines inside their own 1 yard line. So Cam comes out with 2 receivers to the field, 1 receiver to the boundary, fakes a handoff, Jones up the middle, and it looks like he just gets the ball out of the end zone there. He gets the ball outside of the 1 yard line. A gain of about 1 yard on the play. That's going to bring up a second down and 9 for the Wolverines. So we'll see if Coach Bosser draws up a big play there. If he can get a one-on-one play and maybe get a big play out of the shadows of his end zone to get some breathing room. Looks like Cam comes out, shotgun formation, flanked by his 2 running backs. 2 receivers to the field, and he hands the ball off up the middle, and he's ahead for little or no gain there. As Penn Hills is waiting and ready for the run, it's going to pick up a big third down. Third down and about 7, or a short 8 or a long 7 for Woodland Hills. So once again, Woodland Hills is leading 7-0 here. 3:52 and counting on the clock here from the George A. Novak Field, Woodland Hills Wolverine here in Turtle Creek, PA. Home of the Woodland Hills Wolverines, the football factory. Shotgun by Cam. He looks, throws the ball, has a receiver. He gets up the sideline, and he's ahead for a first down. Scoop Smith up the left sideline, gets ahead. First down, Woodland Hills. Great move by Scoop Smith. Gets up the sideline, makes a couple people miss, and gets ahead for a first down for Woodland Hills. Gets them out of the shadows of their goalposts. So they are at the 13-yard line from inside of the 1 yard line. First down, Woodland Hills. So it looks like we have 2 wide receivers to the field. Shotgun formation, handoff up the middle to Jones, and he's hit and he's driven back for a loss of about 5 or 6 on the play. Coach Boss is going to have to open up the playbook here if he's going to loosen up this defense for Penn Hills, as he's running into the teeth of this defense, and they look like they're ready to bite. So I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Woodland Hills leading Penn Hills 7-0. 2:43 left to go on the game clock. Loss of about 5 yards on that last play by Brandon Jones. Great penetration by Penn Hills as they are ready for the run. Let's see what Coach Bosser draws up here. Maybe get the ball once again to Scoop in the open field. See if he can do some damage. Shotgun formation. Handing the ball off over the left side. Keys has a little running room, and he breaks out of the pack. And he gains about 9 or 8 yards on the play. So that was a great pickup there for Frankie Keys, another workhorse runner for the Wolverines. So that brings up, that's a gain of about 10 for Keys on that play. It's going to bring up a third down and about 5 yards to go for Woodland Hills. So under 2 minutes left to go here in the half. Woodland Hills is leading Penn Hills backyard rivalry. Walter is in a shotgun, hands off over the left side, the Keys again, and he's wrapped up, and they stuffed this one. And he's taken down there. Looks like the play was called dead there. And it looks like the referee blows a whistle. And there's injury timeout on the field there. So we have a stoppage in play. 1:31 left to go on the game clock here in the first quarter. Woodland Hills leading Penn Hills backyard rivalry 7-0. Woodland Hills just got the ball back as a second turnover tonight from Penn Hills inside of their own 1 yard line and moved it out so far to about the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up probably a 4th down and about 5 yards to go for Woodland Hills. So 4th and 3 for Woodland Hills, and they're probably going to do a quick punt as they have had some difficulties with their long snap. And I'm not sure if they worked it out by now, but nonetheless, don't think they'll be going for it here on 4th down this deep in their own territory. Usually Cam comes out and does a little quick kick and punts the ball away. But we'll see. 4th down here. Cam is in a shotgun formation, flanked by Jones. Little motion there. Receiver set. Looks like they're in a zone. Play clock is down, and looks like Bossert takes a timeout there and wants to huddle and talk this one over. So once again, we'd like to thank our sponsor for the night, Super Pizza. Great pizza here in the Turtle Creek area. Super Pie. Pizza Pie is an Italian favorites. BYOB. Several flat screens. A great place to take in a game or a sporting event. 412-646-2560. Shelley's Pie. Address 912 Penn Avenue, Turtle Creek. If you're in this area and you want some great pie, you just got to try Shelley's Pie. So we're just about set for play here. 1:02 left on the clock, and Cam backs up a little bit. It's probably going to be the quick kick, and it is. He gets a good kick away, and he drives the defender back, and he fumbles the ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. Fortunately for Penn Hills, that one bounces out of bounds. Could have been another turnover. Could have been their 3rd one. So great quick kick by Cam to get that ball out of the shadows of his own end zone. And Penn Hills is going to take over at about the 39-yard line with 53 seconds left to go on the clock. Penn Hills faithful are out here screaming, supporting their young people. And with 53 seconds left to go on the clock, we'll see what Penn Hills draws up. And their coach is Charles Morris as he takes over here and trying to get his Penn Hills Indians into the playoffs. So they come out with trips to the field. One wide receiver at the top. Duggar's in shotgun, moves the receiver over to the top. So now you have 2 receivers to the right. Duggar rolls. He looks for a receiver. He looks deep, and he's taken down and out of bounds there. Duggar looked downfield over the right side, and he's taken down. So Cruz missile on a tackle there. Big fella, he's a senior. Cruz McMillan, 6'5", 193. Great player, going to be a great player. Reminds me of an old guy here that played many, many years ago, Jason Taylor, who started out actually playing basketball and then switched over to football. I think it was his junior year. George went and found him and bought him out on the field, and the rest is history because he's a Dolphin Hall of Fame linebacker from Woody High, Jason Taylor. So Cruz McMillan has opportunity as a big man. Duggar is back. He throws a ball, and it's broken up. Great break up there. Looked like number 21, Matthew Johnson of Woodland Hills, but a flag comes in late, and looks like they're going to call a pass interference call. But I'm not sure about that one. And it's definitely not a spot foul, so it's going to be a penalty, 15-yarder. So it looks like a 15-yarder. So it goes to the 46-yard line. So 15-yarder. So first down for Penn Hills, 39.7 seconds left on the clock here. Duggar in the pistol formation, looks to pass the ball. He's under pressure there, and he's almost taken down. He finds a little daylight, and he's hit and taken down. Has a first down there. 32.3 seconds left to go. Duggar scrambles, gets the ball ahead for a gain of about 11 on the play. Great awareness by the young man. He kept his eyes downfield and did not have anyone available, so he tucked it, pulled it down, and ran the ball ahead for a first down. And those of you from Pittsburgh who watched the Steelers game last week, we wish Kenny Pickett would have pulled that one down and got ahead for a touchdown or for a first down for the Steelers. Maybe they could have come out of there with that victory. But nonetheless, send it. You got it? Send it to me. So with about 32.3 seconds left to go on the game clock, the Indians are 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line of Woodland Hills. Duggar is in a shotgun formation, drops back, he looks, surveys the field, he runs up the middle, and he drops the ball. The ball is out, and it goes to the Wolverines. They fall on the ball. Duggar is stripped as he tried to go up the middle, and the Wolverines take the ball away. Zakir Moore, Big Z, Ziggy Moore, rips the ball out of Duggar, and it's going to be a turnover. 3 turnovers for Penn Hills here in the first half. And that'll just about do it. I'm sure Coach Tim Bosser is going to get out of here with a 7-0 lead here in the first half. Not sure that he's going to try to go for any points here. Big turnover. So first half, 3 turnovers for Penn Hills. So that's 3 turnovers here in the first half for Penn Hills. Big Z, Ziggy Moore with the turnover, pulls the ball out and handoff over the left side ahead for a short gain there. Frankie Keys, the carrier for Woodland Hills. And that'll do it for the first half. That'll be the last snap. There you have it. First half, Woodland Hills 7, Penn Hills 0. Backyard rivalry. We'll be right back here with our halftime show and more action in just a moment.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter.
Care each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
CNX is just giving so many opportunities to our youth, right? And a lot of times, that's all someone needs is just an opportunity. And if you take it a step further, sometimes it's not just the opportunity that you get, but what you do with the opportunity.
Bad things happen to good people. Accidents, serious injuries, or even death. When they do, families call Frank Walker Law, where we fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
My name is Rick Manning. I started boxing when I was a kid, and I competed in the Golden Gloves. I started coaching boxing in probably late 90s. In 2000, we opened this gym, which is the 3rd Avenue Gym. We started, the scholarship was in 2012. How you qualify for it? We set a 3-fight policy, which as long as you're registered for the USA Boxing, you're registered to compete, you're going to school, you're within this family. You're within the boxing family. Donations are made out to the WPAL, Western Pennsylvania Police Athletic League. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, so donations are tax deductible. Contact me on my cell phone, 412-965-0703, or you can reach me by email at manningrdm147@netscape.net.
Hello, I'm Leon Roxamore, founder and CEO of Roxamore Sports, Media, and Ministries. The beginning of Grief from Home Services, it was an epiphany moment for me. I had a relative that recently passed away during this COVID-19 epidemic. I had family members up and down the East Coast, down in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way up. The funeral was here in Pittsburgh. The funeral home would let no more than 10 people in to view the body. I said, you know what? They're not going to get an opportunity to have closure with my family member, with their family member. And so it began. I began to say, why not take what we have, what we've done with the sports network, and now open up a new department in Roxamore and make a new platform for Grief for Home Services. It's a ministry because it's service, and we are here to serve. We want to help families be able to still attend the funeral. We will go there, stream it for you, and you'll be able to watch it in real time with the loved ones who are there. Sometimes we just don't want to be alone. And we want the families who are grieving for their loved ones to know that they're not alone, that Roxamore is in this with you. I am in this with you. We stand together to help you grieve, to help you have closure, and to help support you through these difficult times until it passes. And this too shall pass. But we will be here ready to serve you, your family, and your friends. May God be with you. May God bless you and keep you during this difficult time.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community, fundraiser, and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go, we want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, and most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
To bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
The Woodland Hills Wolverines, famous George A. Novak Field. Tonight's matchup featuring Penn Hills versus Woodland Hills is a win and you're in. First half of play, Woodland Hills leads 7-0. Woodland Hills comes out with the first drive, drives the ball down the field, and comes up with about 7.5 minute drive with no points, and they turn the ball over. Penn Hills gets the ball back, starts their drive, and ball is taken away from a receiver on a completed pass from Duggar. Woodland Hills takes over at about the 20-yard line, and they punch it in for their touchdown, the only score of the night. Penn Hills has turned the ball over for a total of 3 times so far tonight. And that is it for our scoring as we are at the half, 7-0. So right now in the first half, Woodland Hills had 21 rushes for 45 yards. Cam Walter has 5 for 6, 0 interceptions and 46 yards. Will Smith carried the ball for the Wolverines 3 times for 20 yards. Frank Keys carried the ball 9 times for 26 yards. Penn Hills had 15 rushes for 81 yards. Duggar was 2 for 4 and went 1 interception. And actually, also the biggest runner is Amir Key for them, and he had 6 carries for, I believe, 51 yards on that total. So at the half, Woodland Hills is leading Penn Hills backyard rivalry. We are in a big time matchup here, as this is a backyard rivalry. Win and you're in, lose and go home, or lose and stay home, depending on if you're Penn Hills or you're Woodland Hills. These schools are about 5 miles apart. And this is a big time matchup. Great players come from both schools. Woodland Hills, the football factory, and also Penn Hills close by has put out their own great professional players as well, college and pro players. Both of these schools put out a myriad of players to college and to the NFL. So stay tuned for a great matchup. Second half football is coming up soon here on the Roxamore Sports Network. The best seat in the house is right there at home, in front of your TV or your computer or your smart device with the Roxamore Sports Network. So we'll be right back with second half play in just a moment here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Welcome back here live. The Wolverine, we're just about for second half kickoff here. And Woodland Hills kicks off the Penn Hills. Mirage will be kicking off. It looks like number 4 will be deep for Penn Hills. That is Amir Key. And it also looks like the kick is short and bounces, taken by number 6. It looks like Rayon Strader, and he's taken down at about. Hold on, ladies. So it looks like the Wolverines will take over. So I have a special guest up here in the press box with me. Looks like the captain of the volleyball team, Shafina, right? And Kayla Walter. How you guys doing this evening?
Good. We're doing good. I'm good.
What have you guys seen so far in the football game?
Our defense been a lot better today. We're stopping them. No score in the first half.
So great job by your brother. You happy to see your little brother out there doing well?
Yes, he's playing good, making good throws tonight.
So I wanted to congratulate you guys for a great volleyball season. You guys did a lot better this year, and we have great expectations of next year. Good job. What did you do different this year?
I feel like we worked more as a team, and I feel like we had more enthusiasm.
So it's great to get out and see you guys play volleyball. Great job. Congratulations. And go Woody High. Go Wolverines. All right?
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So I'd like to thank those ladies for coming up and talking to me just a little bit here. As you've seen them on the Roxamore Sports Network. And we are back to live play here. Penn Hills gets the ball out over the right side and gets it ahead. It's going to be like a third down, and it looks like 1 for Penn Hills there. So third down and 1, Penn Hills comes out with the first half possession, and they gained 9 yards so far, trying to get a first down. Duggar fumbled the ball twice in the first half, and then also threw an interception there. And he's hit hard, and he tries to lunge ahead, and it looks like he's going to be marked just short. Julian Duggar tries to reach ahead, and he's hit hard. Andre Dre Dog Smith with the tackle. And it looks like Penn Hills is going to punt it. But Woodland Hills has to be aware of this is either maybe a fake punt for the Indians, but the Woodland Hills is going to have to play it safe here and not jump off sides as well, as they were called for a couple offside penalties. So they're going to have to stay put. It looks like Greer is back deep, and they have to watch. The snap is off, and the kick is away. And it's a short kick, and it bounces, takes a Woodland Hills bounce. It's going to be taken over for Woodland Hills at about the 42-yard line. So with 9:33 left on the clock, Woodland Hills takes over. First down. So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the Roxamore Sports Network. Go back to our plays of the game, or big keys play to the game here. Big plays for Woodland Hills. Run the ball for Woodland Hills and get the ball to the playmakers in space. Pressure, QB for Penn Hills. Stop the run and big plays for Penn Hills as well. So it looks like hands off over the left side to Keys, and he breaks through, spins ahead, and Frankie Keys is ahead for a gain of about 9 on the play. So a little crossbuck auction for the Wolverines here on Senior Rec Night. Senior Rec Night for Woodland Hills. So we like to take the time to thank my co-host, Sam the Lumberjack Timbers, as he and his daughter Ashley were out on the field, and his wife Tisha were out on the field today walking with their daughter across the field. And she's a senior here, Woodland Hills, and she's in the band. Congratulations, Ashley, Sam, and Tish. We love you guys. Great job. For the seniors here in football, Cruz McMillan. It looks like Makai Palmer, Thomas Drake, Neva Page, Sonny McClinton, Sincere Rutherford, Adam Gainham, Austin Wells, Isaiah Greer, Angelo Big A Reddick. That's going to be a first down for Woodland Hills. Handoff over the left side again. And he fights ahead for a gain of about 2 on the play. Keys powers ahead. And also, Zaire Huey, Matthew Johnson, Shanair Pinckney, little brother of Peyton Pinckney, the big all-star basketball player that went off to Eastern Michigan. Looks like Jones has the corner, and he's up the sideline, and it's a flag on the play. Looks like a late flag. The referee was prompted by the Penn Hills faithful to throw the flag, and he launched the laundry across the field, and looks like that's going to bring that one back for Woodland Hills. Also, Frankie Keys is a senior for Woodland Hills. Drayshawn Sanders, Alfred Collier Prunty, Chaz Cobbs, Justin Perdue, Adebola Oleane, and we'll come back with the rest of our seniors in just a moment. So that's going to back the Wolverines up here holding. It's going to be a second down and 18 for Woodland Hills. So Walter is back in a shotgun formation, has 2 box cars, and he rolls out, and he tries to throw the ball deep and throws it away, and it looks like out of bounds. It's a penalty on the play. As he hit, the receiver was hit out of bounds. Looked like number 10, Adam Gainham, was hit out of bounds, as the Penn Hills faithful was upset about that one. But that pass play was, the receiver was definitely out of bounds, and the actual push was unnecessary. So we'll see if the referee calls that one off or not. So there's a huddle on the field, and the referees. In the meantime, we like to take the time to thank one of our sponsors again. So while they sort it out, we'll thank a sponsor here, 912 Penn Avenue. Phone number 412-646-2560. Super size pizza and pies, Italian favorites. BYOB with several flat screens, a great place to take in a game or a sporting event. If you are in the search for a great pizza pie, you've got to try Shelley's Pie. Turtle Creek, come on down and try Shelley's Pie. So they're going to mark that one off against Penn Hills here, and they're going to move that one forward, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Penn Hills. Is going to bring up a second down for Woodland Hills, and it looks like, not sure. It's going to be a first down for Woodland Hills, 1st and 10 on about the 39-yard line. So it looks like offset eye, handoff to Jones up the middle, and he bounces off a couple tacklers and gets ahead for a gain of about 4 on the play for Brandon Jones. So make sure you join the Rock Comedy Show presents the Black Friday Explosion. Co-headlining Charles Walden, Aaron Lamar, Dante Carter is a headliner as seen on Def Jam, Apollo, and Comic View. Hosted by Izzy For Real, November 25th, 2022. Tickets are $30 in advance, $35 at the door. Doors open at 6 p.m. Showtime starts at 7:30 p.m. Rocks Landing, 506 Chartiers Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA, 15136. Make sure you call 412-378-8271 or visit www.rockcomedyshow.com for tickets before it's sold out. Black Friday explosion. We're back to live action. Woodland Hills has the ball, hands the ball to Jones over the right side, bangs ahead, and he is going to be short of first down yardage as he runs the ball on a little cutback run starts left and comes back right and gets the ball first down. Woodland Hills is on the move. So it looks like Woodland Hills is trying to get this one into the end zone to put themselves up by 2 scores here with 5:41 and counting left on the game clock. Craig Thomas here on the Roxamore Sports Network here in Turtle Creek, PA. Cam comes out in a broken eye formation. Hands the ball to Jones going off the left side. And we got all kind of penalties flying. So that's definitely going to be against Woodland Hills. Going to push them back just a little bit here. So that's going to push them back. Bring us second down and about 20, first down and 20 for the Wolverines here with 5:21 left to go on the game clock. So I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Woodland Hills is leading Penn Hills backyard rivalry. 2 schools that are 5 miles apart. Big time rivalry here. Used to play with a young man, Aaron Jones, that came from Penn Hills and went to Michigan State with me. And so we went from being rivalries to being teammates up in East Lansing. I'd like to wish Michigan State a good luck tomorrow, too, against Michigan. Beat the Wolverines. I tried to reach out. Wide open, man, wide open. And he falls down. Scoop Smith on a reception. Scoop was wide open. If he could have kept his feet, he could have walked in. Looked like a bust in the coverage there for the Indians as Scoop ran down the sideline wide open. There was not a Penn Hills Indian within 5 yards of him. And it's going to bring up a 1st and goal for Woodland Hills. So I tried to reach out to ex-Wolverine coach, Woodland Hills coach, Stevie B, to see about a friendly wager on this game tomorrow as he went to Michigan and I went to Michigan State, and that's our big rivalry there. And they're playing tomorrow, so I was unable to reach out to him. But we're going to make this an annual thing. I'm going to reach out to him and try to get something going with him. Make it fun. And then all the other Wolverines that have played in all your colleges, when they play each other, we should make it a point to get together and celebrate that. So once again, Woodland Hills has a penalty, moving the ball back a few yards there. Going to make it a 1st and goal at about the 8-yard line for Woodland Hills. Great pass by Cam Walter to Scoop Smith. Scoop gets ahead and takes the ball down to about the 5-yard line. Walter rolls out, and the ball is batted and is picked off. Big fella bats the ball and picks it off. Great job. And he's ridden down by Cam Walter. That was a great play there by number 15, Jameer Ellis. Big fella tipped the ball up and caught it himself, and unfortunately would have been gone for 6. Would have been gone for 6, but was able to be taken down by Cam Walter as he took down the defender, else he was taking it to his house for 6. Great athletic play by that young man. So gets his hands on the ball and takes it downfield, and looks like they are in business right now. And that was Jameer Ellis. Great play by the young man. So Duggar has got his team to the line, and it looks like a penalty. I'm not sure how they called a penalty on Woodland Hills, and the ball wasn't even snapped. Maybe they were lined up off sides, but that moves the ball down to about the 37-yard line. Big play, first turnover in the game by Woodland Hills. And that was more of a turnover of omission than commission, because that was a great play by the young man to bat the ball up in the air and then have the presence to pick it off in stride. So Duggar's back looking to pass, has a receiver open, and he overthrows his receiver. He has a receiver running up the seam. Natel Mitchell up the seam, had a step on a defender, but Duggar overthrows him, and that brings up a 2nd down and 5 for Penn Hills. So with 3:45 left to go on the game clock, Penn Hills is trailing Woodland Hills, actually 7-0. Turned away Woodland Hills as they were driving downfield, trying to add to their lead, and they were able to. Looks like we have a player down on the field. Looks like a Wolverine is down. So once again, while we have an opportunity, we like to thank another one of our sponsors here, and make sure you get out October 30th, DJ Holiday, celebrating Halloween, Gateway Clipper Feet Express. And that is going to be tickets are $40 at the door, $75 VIP Cash App, $STV Pittsburgh. And that is a Halloween party. For more information, contact D. Marshall Productions at yahoo.com, 724-205-9376. It's going to be a great Halloween party, Gateway Clipper Fleet. Get your tickets before it's sold out. So we're just about set for play here. 3:45 left to go here in the third quarter. Penn Hills on the move, turnover. Duggar, broken eye, hands the ball off to his running back over the right side, and he gets ahead for a short gain, and he's taken down Amir Key for a gain of about 2 on a play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4. Big 3rd down here for Penn Hills. Duggar comes out. And a pistol formation with Amir Key behind him. 2 wide receivers to the field and 2 to the boundary. And he makes a play call here. Looks like Woodland Hills comes up, threatens the blitz. And Duggar is back to pass. He's under heavy duress. He rolls out, throws the ball. And he makes a couple people miss. Key gets the ball, makes a couple people miss, and gets the ball up to a 1st down. And gets the ball up to about the 27-yard line. Great open field move by the young man as he juked one player, and then he was able to get outside and inside the other defender to get ahead for a 1st down. Penn Hills on the move. So Duggar's in the shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the field. A slot over to the right, hands the ball off up the middle to Key. He breaks a couple tackles, makes a little juke move, goes sideways, does a little pirouette, and gets inside just at about the 10-yard line where he's taken down at. He's a little shifty runner, low to the ground, hard to tackle, and gets up inside. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line for Penn Hills. Well, last time they were down here, they tried a quarterback sneak, and Duggar was stripped of the ball. And Woodland Hills came away with the ball inside of the 1-yard line. So Duggar comes out in the shotgun, hands the ball off to his running back again over the right side, and he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Key is taken down as he's the workhorse for Duggar. So we are at 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Woodland Hills versus Penn Hills. 7-0 Woodland Hills. Backyard rivalry. So Penn Hills has been down here a couple times, and like I said, they turned the ball over. So we'll see what they draw up here to try to draw this game to an even score. Duggar's in a pistol with Key behind him. 2 receivers to the field. Hands the ball off up the middle, and he's tripped up at about the 6-yard line. That's going to bring up a third down. Andre Smith on a tackle for the Wolverine. Dre Dog on a tackle. And goal. Third down and goal for the Indians here. And we are under 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Woodland Hills still leading 7-0. Big time play here. Duggar in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the field. Hands up, fakes the handoff, throws the ball over the middle. Ball is intended. It looks like. I think that ball was intended for number 6, Rayon Strader. I believe that was the intended receiver. Ball was over his head. So that brings up a 4th down. And it looks like Penn Hills is going to set up for a field goal here. Woodland Hills has to play safe here and look for the fake, as you got Duggar here. About a 25-yard attempt. Duggar is the holder. Kick is down and up. And the kick is good. So with 23 seconds left to go on the clock, Woodland Hills 7, Penn Hills 3. And we'll be right back here with more action here with about 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter on the Roxamore Sports Network. Looks like for Penn Hills, Owen Williams will be kicking off. And he kicks a squib kick, and he kicks that one out of bounds. I'm not sure if that was his intention or what. But that's going to give Wolverines the ball and good starting field position there. So the first drive of the game, Woodland Hills kept the ball for 7 minutes. And we will see what the Wolverines can do if they can take the air out of the ball and get a drive together here. They come out led by their freshman phenom, Cam Walter, and their great running back, Brandon Jones, Frankie Keys, and also Scoop Smith. Some of the standout players there on that offense. Hand off to Frankie Keys up the middle, right on cue. He's up the sideline, and he fumbles the ball, and he gets back on it at about the 45-yard line as Frankie Keys was off to the races, found daylight over that left side and goes ahead for a Wolverine first down. So we have an injury on the play. It looks like one of the Wolverines is down. Big fellas with the cramp there. Big fella getting tired, cramping up. Looks like number 52 for Woodland Hills. Tyree Young Grimes. So that'll do it. 3 quarters here from the Wolverina Woodland Hills 7, Wolverines 7, Penn Hills Indians 3. And we'll be right back with fourth quarter action. Welcome back to Woodland Hills Wolverine, where the Wolverines lead the Penn Hills Indians 7-3. Here, beginning of the fourth quarter, 1st and 10 for Woodland Hills. Jones with the carry, takes the ball over the right side, bounces outside, and he fights his way ahead for a gain of about 7.5, 8 yards for Brandon Jones as he spun at the last minute and just ripped away from the defender and was almost off to the races. So Woodland Hills on the move here. 7-yard pickup on first down. So that brings up a 2nd down and 3 for Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills has dominated the time of possession tonight. They've had the ball quite a long time. Only have come up with 7 points so far, but they're on the move. Shotgun formation, hand the ball off up the middle, and it looks like the Indians run blitz into the run, and they bring Frankie Keys down for no gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So if the Indians want to continue to blitz up the middle, the Wolverines are going to have to catch them one-on-one on the outside and get a big play, as they did earlier, finding Scoop Smith down the left sideline for a big-time gain on their prior series, but came away from that one with no points as Penn Hills made a big play there to bat the ball in the air and get the interception. So broken eye formation and a handoff to Jones over the right side, and he's going to be really close to the 1st down. Looks like he's going to be short. It's going to be a 4th down there, and it looks like a young fella might be down on the field there. Hopefully the young fella's okay. But once again, he was taken down hard on that play. So while we have a break in the play, it looks like the coaches are out tending to him. So make sure you join the Rock Comedy Show presents the Black Friday Explosion. Headliner Dante Carter, as seen on Def Comedy Jam and Apollo and Comic View. Co-headliner is Charles Walden and also Aaron Lamar. Hosted by Izzy For Real. November 25th, 2022. Tickets $30 in advance. $35 at the door. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 7:30 p.m. Rocks Landing, 506 Chartiers Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15136. VIP packages available. Call 412-378-8271 or visit www.therockcomedyshow.com for tickets. And it looks like up the sidelines, Cam Walter keeps the ball for the Wolverines, and he gets a Woodland Hills 1st down. So it looks like Woodland Hills is trying to take the air out of this one and keep hold of this ball, keep Penn Hills on the sideline, and get this lead, add to this lead that they have right now of 4 points. So we are under 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. The Wolverines are leading the Indians 7-3. Backyard rivalry. This is a backyard brawl, fist fight. mano y mano, friend against friend, brother against brother. These kids know each other very well. They grow up playing against each other. The parents know each other. Handoff for the Wolverines over the right side. And a pickup of one, maybe. Second down. No gain on the play. That's going to be a second down and 10 for the Wolverines. So once again, I'm Craig Thomas, and I am your host for tonight. We are at the Woodland Hills Wolverine, George A. Novak Field. Backyard rivalry. This weekend you have Penn State versus Iowa State, Michigan State versus Michigan, Pitt versus North Carolina, Steelers at Philadelphia. Sunday night football. Great night to be watching football. Great weekend for football here. Starting here at Woodland Hills Wolverine, the football factory. Handoff the keys over the right side, and he gets ahead. Looks like Frankie Keys, the ball carrier, over the right side for a gain of about 3 on the play. So that's going to bring up a third down and a long 7 or a short 8 for Woodland Hills, as they are at about the 27-yard line. Need to get about 10 yards in order to get into field goal range here. Walter comes out in the shotgun formation, flanked by 2 running backs. And he looks, throws the ball deep, and he has a receiver, and he just misses his receiver. That's going to bring up a 4th down here. So we'll see what Coach Boster tries. It looks like he's leaving the offense on the field there. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 8. It's look like when the Woodland Hills had a receiver running open, but the receiver and Cam they just weren't on the same page at that particular play. So Cam returns to the huddle. Calls the play. It looks like they're going for it here. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left to go on the clock. Wolverines leading 7-3. Cam comes out. Shotgun formation flanked by his running backs. Looks like they come up with a blitz. And he throws a little screen pass to Keys. And it's broken up by Penn Hills. And that's going to be a turnover on downs for Woodland Hills. So they're going to have to rely on their defense to make some big plays here if they want to get out of here with a victory. Once again, Woodland Hills, you win and you're in. You lose, you stay home. So Woodland Hills, in an attempt to restore the roar, going to have to depend on their defense. And DeJuan Rose, big fella down deep. Andre, Drake Dog, the cruise missile, Amir Brown, they're all going to have to come up big here on the defense here to shut Penn Hills down. They have one receiver, it looks like, trips to the field. One guy almost uncovered. Duggar in the shotgun, the pistol formation. I'm not sure what Woodland Hills is doing. Duggar looks, and he's under heavy duress. He takes off, and he's taken down hard. DeJuan Rose, big fella on cue. Austin Wells with the pressure as well. And they take him down for a loss of 1. Sack on a play. 2nd and 11 for Penn Hills. So Woodland Hills is going to have to play good defense here. And we are under 8 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Woodland Hills leading 7-3 as they attempt to restore the roar. Don't forget, this weekend coming is Halloween weekend. Have a safe Halloween. And will the Wolverines get tonight a trick or a treat? But it looks like, I'm not sure that we have flag on the field. There is laundry down on the field while they sort that one out. Don't forget also, October is Cancer Awareness Month. So early detection and early treatment is the key to defeating cancer. We all have a loved one or a family member or a friend who's been affected by cancer. Encourage your friends and family to go for your detection, treatment, and today to prevent cancer. So that's a penalty against Penn Hills, and that brings up a 2nd down and 17 against Penn Hills. Looks like a hold there on the screen pass, and that's going to back them up deep. And we'll see if the Wolverines can make a play here to get their offense the ball back. Duggar's in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. He looks down the field, and he looks to throw the ball, and he's under heavy duress now. He's rolling out, and he's trying to make a couple people miss, and he stiff arms a couple people, and he is tackled by a host of Wolverines. Great effort by Duggar as he gets up to about the 20-yard line. He shakes off about 5 Wolverines, but they went after him in droves as they tackled him with a bunch of defenders. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like about 16 yards, it looks like, for the Indians. So Wolverines, we are nearing the 5-minute mark, 5:46 left to go here in the 4th quarter. The Wolverines are going to have to come up with a big defensive stop as the Indians come out with trips to the field, 2 receivers to the boundary. Duggar in the shotgun. He looks to his left. He's under duress, throws the ball deep over the receiver, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for Penn Hills. That pass falls incomplete. Tommy Drake on the coverage and Naheem Johnson on the coverage for Woodland Hills. That's going to bring up a 4th down for Penn Hills. So no doubt they're going to have to punt the ball away here as they are deep in their own territory. Woodland Hills is going to have to just really play it safe and try to make sure that they punt this ball away and secure the ball. Isaiah Greer, number 14, is back deep for the Wolverines here. Nice kick. Ball is taken and hit right away as Greer. It was a dangerous catch there, but he's taken immediately down by number 11 as Ken Eason as he takes him down. Great play by that young man. Great punt coverage. Wolverines have the ball on the 41-yard line. 5 minutes, 23 seconds left on the clock. They can salt this one away here and get ready for playoff football with a good drive here. 1st and 10, Woodland Hills. Once again, it's a cool night here in Western Pennsylvania. Great night for football. Look like Keys in the backfield. Walter, 22 and 25, hands the ball off to Keys, and he goes over the right side for a gain of about 3 yards. So Ramir Davis is in the backfield, and he leads the way for Frankie Keys over the right side. And so that brings up a 2nd down with a gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 for Woodland Hills. So we're under the 5-minute mark. Once again, if Woodland Hills wins this game, they're in. If Penn Hills wins, then they win the conference. But it looks like Walter is in a shotgun formation, hands off the Keys over the right side. He fights ahead for a gain of about 2 on the play. I'm not sure what happened to that RPO Woodland Hills was running last week where Walter was putting the ball in and taking it out, keeping it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Looks like Penn Hills is stacking up the box here, trying to shut down the run for the Wolverines, and they're daring the Wolverines to throw the ball. So Walter is in the huddle here. First half, Coach Bossert sent out Austin Wells to run a play here at the shotgun of quarterback keeper. So they have a package in for that young man as well. But Walter is in the shotgun formation, and it looks like it's a penalty. Illegal procedure. As the Penn Hills faithful are cheering this one on, and they don't even care what the call is. They just say push the Wolverines back. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down, a 3rd down, and it's going to be a 3rd down and about 12 there for Cam Walter and the Wolverines. Let's see what different play you got to call for a 3rd down and 7 or a 3rd down and 12 here. So they come out, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the field. It looks like Penn Hills is looking to blitz, and I'm not sure. And they look like they call another procedure penalty against the Wolverines. Wolverines have to keep their composure as they are a young team. They have a bunch of young players there, and that's going to back Woodland Hills up by another 5 yards. So I wanted to recognize the rest of the seniors for the Wolverines. Amir Moore, Clarence Polinitz, and it looks like Tyree Young Grimes, Tyler Rauch, and it looks like Kellen McDonough, Melvin Bennett, Shadiq Sewell, and Dominic Simonetta. So it looks like another penalty. Now that's 3 penalties for the Wolverines. I'm not understanding how they are getting all of these pre-snap illegal procedure calls. So that's 15 yards in a row. They are just marching the Wolverines in the wrong direction here. Maybe Coach Boston needs to call a timeout here and gather his troops here and make sure that they understand the severity of playing disciplined football at this point. So that's going to be a 3rd down and 2 country miles for the Wolverines. So shotgun formation. I'm not sure how they call it. 4 penalties in a row against the Wolverines. So 4 penalties in a row. Never in my life have I seen 4 consecutive penalties on a team for illegal procedure or looks like he made a guy miss. Scoop is still going, and he's in. Scoop Smith, big time player, gets the ball, makes a couple people miss, was 1 touchdown, 1 tackle away from taking that one to his house. Great player in open field. Looks like the defender had the angle on him. He gave him a little leg and took it away, cut up inside of him, and then cut back across the field again. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 6 yards to go for the Wolverines, as Scoop picked up about a country mile on that one. So we have a timeout on the field. Penn Hills calls a timeout with 1:57 left on the clock here. Woodland Hills leading Penn Hills 7-3. So once again, we have a stoppage in play. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Great Pizza, Great Pie. Make sure you try Shelley's Pie. 412-646-2560, 912 Penn Avenue, Turtle Creek, super size pizza and Italian favorites. BYOB with several flat screens, a great place to take into a game or a sporting events. If you want a great pizza pie, you's got to try Shelley's Pie. So once again, great matchup here. Backyard rivalry, super fight here. Woodland Hills, big time conference game here. Woodland Hills versus Penn Hills. Woodland Hills wins, they're in. Penn Hills win, they win the conference. So 1:57 left on the clock. This has been a heavyweight battle here. Throwing haymakers all throughout. Woodland Hills leads 7-3. So this is a 4th down for Woodland Hills. 4th and 6, ball on about the 50-yard line. I'm not sure that they're going to go for this, or they're going to do a quick kick by Cam Walters. Cam Walter here. So right now he is in a shotgun formation. So normally he'll do the quick kick out of his formation. But once again, there was about 4 or 5 penalties in a row on the Wolverines. Pre-snap penalties. like illegal procedure even before the ball was set. So I'm not sure what that was about, but nonetheless, give the ball a scoop. The eraser. The eraser. Scoop Smith. Excuse me. Yeah, Scoop, the eraser. And he gets the ball, and he is just one tackle away from taking that one to his house. So that's another freshman phenom. These guys here are going to have a bright future if they can just all stick together. Great core of freshman players here. And all they need to do is stick together, and they'll be in the hunt to restore the roar and win some chips here for Woody High. So it'll be a great time here for football if these young guys will stay together here, as you have a host of freshmen to look forward to seeing playing in the near future. Camp being led by their quarterback, Cam Walter. And then is Big Z, Ziggy, Zakir Moore, Ziggy Moore. And then you got number 17, Landis Atkins, 9th grader. And then you got Scoop, the eraser, Smith, also a freshman. Jacob Miraz, the kicker. Naeem Baker Smith, freshman. Tyler Sampson, freshman. Earl Perry, freshman. Markel Russell Shelton, freshman. Lucas Elberdinger, a freshman. Taylor Reed, freshman. Kwame Smith, freshman. Michael Coleman Novaks, freshman. Amir Sanders, freshman. Devin Lewis. Anthony Arroyo, freshman. Adam Steiner and Devon Dutrell, all freshmen. So those are guys that are coming up here in the future. Keep your eye on those guys. And then you have some juniors mixed in there for the Wolverines that'll be back next year. So they'll be strong, good core. Stick together, work hard during the off season, and some great things will happen for you guys. So that brings up a 4th down. But they're having some technical difficulties with the clock here. So while we do, while they're still working on the clock issues here, don't forget about your holiday. Celebrate your Halloween party with DJ Holiday, October 30th. 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. And that is on the Gateway Clipper Empress fleet. And that is going to be, tickets are $40, and there'll be $75 VIP Cash App, $ STV PGH. And looks like Cam quick kicks it, and the ball takes a bounce and is at about the 20-yard line for the Wolverines. So make sure you get your tickets for your holiday Halloween cruise, and make sure you call or email dmarshallproductions@yahoo.com or call 724-205-9376. Before the cruise, Halloween, wear your costume. Don't go with your normal face, even though it might not be good, but put your costume on and enjoy the Halloween cruise before it's sold out. So once again here, 1:48 left to go on the clock here. Duggar is inside the 20-yard line. Wolverines have to come up with a big stop here to end this game. And we'll see what the Wolverines drop. Duggar drops back the pass. He looks to his left. Nobody open. He looks low. He drops the ball down to his running back. He makes a couple people miss. He's up the sideline and out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, as that young man makes a great play there for Penn Hills. That is actually number 4, Amir Key. And it looks like he's up for a 1st down. 1:38 left on the clock. So the Wolverines are going to have to play good defense if they want to get out of here with a victory. So Duggar's in the pistol formation, trips to the field. And he looks to pass the ball. He's being pursued by, it looks like, cruise missile. And he looks and he tells the defender, the running back to go, his receiver to go deep. And Duggar gets out of bounds, ducks out of bounds. And it looks like there's laundry on the play. 1:27 left on the play clock here in the fourth quarter. The Wolverines lead the Indians 7-3. And he waves it off. I'm not sure what he saw or what he didn't see, but that's going to gain a 6 there. Duggar gets 6, and it looks like I'm going to bring a 2nd down and 4 with 1:27 left on the clock. And the Indians are on the move. Wolverines are going to have to get some pressure on Duggar as he has all day back there to pass. I mean, he's packing a lunch, got a flashlight, getting a snack, standing around a long time, getting, looks like a 1st down for the Indians as they hurry to the ball. As the chains get set, the referee is set and he winds the clock. And they're down to about 1 minute and 12 seconds left. 1st and 10 at about the 49. Duggar is back. And he looks deep, and he waves his receiver back, and the pass is up, and it almost picked off by Woodland Hills as they drop that one. That could be a comeback to haunt you. We are at exactly 1 minute left to go on the clock. Coming down to this, the season for the Wolverines. Win and you're in. Big play defense. Somebody has to make a play, either for the Wolverines or for the Indians. Move on to the tournament, the postseason. So once again, we're set for play here. 2nd down and 10. The Indians at about the 49-yard line, and the Wolverines, they come out with 2 wide receivers, 2 to boundary and 2 to the field. Duggar in the shotgun. He rolls. He looks for a receiver. Throws the ball. And the ball is caught by number 6. At about that's Rayon Strader. Ball is inside the 40-yard line. We are under 1 minute. We're at 50 seconds left to go on the clock. Duggar in the pistol formation. He drops back, looks for a receiver. And I'm not sure if he's out of bounds or inbounds. The referee looked confused. He didn't know if he was inbounds or out of bounds. And it looks like you have a player down on the field. A Wolverine. Looks like 38.3 seconds left on the clock here. Don't move your seat. Stay close. Once again, today is Chocolate Day, Internal Medicine Day, First Responders Day, Frankenstein Day, Breadstick Day, and Pharmacy Buyer Day. So they're going to put 4 seconds on the clock. So they're going to put 2 seconds left on the clock. 2 seconds on the clock, putting it up to 40 seconds. So this is coming down to the end here. Senior night at Woodland Hills Wolverines here in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania. So I'm Craig Thomas, solo dolo for the night, hoping to see a great finish here on the Roxamore Sports Network. So once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us all season on the Roxamore Sports Network. Don't forget, no reproduction or rebroadcast of Roxamore events are strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Leon Rockymore and the Roxamore Sports Network. Short and skinny of it is. Don't bootleg it. So we're set for play here. 1st and 10, Penn Hills. 40 seconds left on the game clock. Duggar comes out in the pistol formation. Amir Key behind him. 2 wide receivers to the field. Duggar back to pass. And it looks like he throws the ball deep. Has the ball, has a receiver out of bounds. He calls him out of bounds. And you have a penalty on the play. So it looks like a penalty on the play here. Coach is going to be probably called for unsportsmanlike conduct on Penn Hills. So while they sort this one out here, there is a penalty flag thrown here. 33.4 seconds left to go on the clock. And this is a barn burner. I remember back in the days when we played against Penn Hills and Gateway, this place was jam-packed, 13,000 standing room only. And here tonight, there's quite a few fans here. Woodland Hills and Penn Hills have come out. And it looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike, 15 yards on Penn Hills. So that was a questionable catch there by number 6. Rayon Strader went up and tried to get that pass. I'm not sure if he was in or not, but the ref said he was out of bounds. And looks like they come up, Penn Hills, with 33.4 seconds left to go on the clock. And they have trips to the field. Duggar's in a shotgun, empty, drops back the pass, and he's under duress. And he rolls out, and gets out of bounds there with 23.7 seconds left to go on the clock. He gains about 10 yards on the play. So once again, I don't know if Bossier has any timeouts left. Not sure what the timeout situation is, but maybe Woodland Hills should take a timeout to get some fresh pass rushers in there. Brings up a 3rd down and about 15 or 16 for Penn Hills, but with 23 seconds left to go on the clock, they're going to be looking for the touchdown here. So Woodland Hills has to play great defense here. So they come out, trips to the field. Looks like Duggar drops back, throws the ball, gets it to his receiver, and he out of bounds. Out about the 20-yard line with 18.4 seconds left to go. They try a hook and lateral, and Woodland Hills is ready for it. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Indians. This is a big play here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your feet. Don't move your seat. 4th down and about 3 yards to go. So Woodland Hills, this could be the game. Woodland Hills or Penn Hills on to the tournament for the playoffs. Duggar in the shotgun formation. And it looks like timeout on the field, Penn Hills. I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left, but with 18.4 seconds left on the clock, don't go anywhere. The best seat in the house on the Roxamore Sports Network. So thank you for joining us all season with Roxamore Sports, with football and volleyball and soccer. Stay tuned. Upcoming seasons of basketball and maybe bowling. I'm not sure what they're doing, but be some great sporting events still coming up here in the winter on the Roxamore Sports Network. Download the app, log on to Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. Catch all your Roxamore Sports events live. You download the app, it'll pop up on your phone every time an event is live on the Roxamore Sports Network. So I'm Craig Thomas, 4th down and 3 yards to go for Penn Hills. Duggar is in the shotgun formation, trips to the field, low snap, looks, throws the ball, incomplete. And it looks like behind his receiver, Woodland Hills takes over 1st and 10 with 15.2 seconds left to go on the clock. And I think that'll just about do it, ladies and gentlemen. Duggar's pass was a little bit off the mark there. And looks like the Penn Hills Indians are a little bit dejected there. But so we're going to go with the TNT, Thomas and Timbers, Shelley's Pie, player of the game. We'll give it to Justin Purdue. Defensive play, big play by the fella on the defense. Great job there. Great job. Looks like the Wolverines will be moving on to the dance. And Coach Boston has to get his guys organized here. And looks like they take a timeout. So once again, we're going to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. Once again, if you're looking for a great pie, you're in the Turtle Creek area, they deliver. You can have contactless pickup. Call this number, 412-646-2560. Great season, great football, great pizza. Young's got to try Shelley's Pie. 912 Penn Avenue, Turtle Creek. Supersized pizzas and Italian favorites. Can also BYOB with several flat screen TVs. A great place to take in a sporting event or a show. Young's got to try Shelley's Pie. So that'll do it just about. Woodland Hills is amped. It looks like they will be moving on to the tournament with one snap of the ball here. And no doubt Cam Walter will be kneeling the ball down. And Woodland Hills is in a safe formation. Cam snaps the ball and he goes down on one knee. And that'll do it. Final here from the Wolverina, the football factory. Woodland Hills backyard rivalry beat Penn Hills. Final score, Woodland Hills Wolverines from the George A. Novak Field. Woodland Hills Wolverines 7, Penn Hills Indians 3. So there was a myriad of mishaps throughout the course of the game, but Penn Hills had more turnovers than Woodland Hills. But Woodland Hills come out of this one not scoring a whole lot of points, but getting the victory nonetheless and moving on to the playoffs for the second time in 2 years. Congratulations to Coach Boster and the young men here as they have another day to fight on, to move on, and to play on. But once again, as they try to restore the roar here from Woodland Hills Wolverina, the football factory. George A. Novak Field. Once again, Craig Thomas here on the Roxamore Sports Network. We'd like to thank you for joining us and ask you, please do not, no reproduction or rebroadcast of this or any other Roxamore Sports broadcast event is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Leon Rockymore and the Roxamore Sports. So once again, Woodland Hills wins, and they are in. They are in the playoffs. So thank you for joining us this season. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Craig Thomas. Stay warm. Happy Halloween. Be safe. Be safe. We love you from the Roxamore Sports Network. Good night. Take care, and we will see you soon.